Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about crypto, Bitcoin, the stock market, Ethereum, just to give you a price prediction. When is the parabolic move going to come? If Bitcoin is going to go to over $100,000, let's talk all about this. But of course, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because we post updates every single day. And also, if you want to know more about altcoin analysis, Bitcoin analysis, entry point, exit points, you can join our VIP group where we have networking connection, trades analysis of Bitcoin every single day, altcoins every single day. If you want to join, link in the description below. In only 1 month, we were able to accumulate already 100 members, and we keep growing. But now let's cut the chase, guys, and let's talk about Bitcoin. Now, I'm going to go on the weekly chart to show you what is the point of the situation, where are we going, what could be happening, what is the most likely scenario. Guys, Bitcoin is into a very interesting position right now, and it looks like we had that correction few weeks ago. We touched roughly $56,000. We touched as well this 20-week moving average, and we printed a beautiful bullish engulfing candle over here, and looks like it's about to go and continue its upward trajectory. Now, what we want to see to be extremely bullish, from my point of view, to be extremely bullish, it will be a closure of a weekly candle, which is this one over here, above this level over here. So at the moment, if I can measure how high we could be going from here, my target is still something around this. I'm going to go from here and then put it over here. So in the next, let's say, 1 to 2 months, I could be expecting Bitcoin to go as high as $90,000, especially if you're going to be able to break this wall over here. But otherwise, we need to see as well, to give you a bearish scenario. If that doesn't happen, how low we could go to. So looking at the charts right now, guys, Bitcoin looks very, very good. And what I could be seeing, I would say, as the worst case scenario could be a potential double top around this area. So we're gonna go, let's say, and go around this area over here, then get rejected over here, go down one more time, and then to continue to go higher. So whenever you go one more time, maybe down to $64,000, that could be definitely on the cards, and then to continue to go to the upside. But we want to make sure, as I said before, I want to see a yellow candle above this line over here, because after that level, you're going to go into what we call a price discovery. And also, if you connect these 2 points over here, I'm going to show you these 2 points over here like that, and then you bring it over here. It's actually quite interesting that the target from here to here is actually $100,000, and it's quite in line with so many people thought that Bitcoin could be go as high as $100,000. I don't believe that's right now, like in, I would say, this short-term target for the next 1 to 2 months. I believe that 85 to 90K is probably more of a, I would say, sustainable prediction. And then I might see from here maybe 85,000, another drop maybe down to here. And then from there, we could be seeing like a final push to the upside like that. And of course, the more time passes and the more bullish we're going to become. So if this line keeps getting extended, then we could be seeing, of course, like more like an upside target. But for the moment, 85 to 90K, that's going to be my mid-term top. And once we're going to reach the level, I probably going to consider to sell 80% of my holdings, simply because we bought so many Bitcoins and we want to just offload and potentially buy a little bit cheaper if we're going to drop. And if not, doesn't matter. I'm really happy already with the results. We bought at $16,000, so that could be a very good performance. Now, let's have a look as well on the daily chart, a little bit more intraday for like, short term, what's happening over here. Something which makes me very bullish, guys, with Bitcoin is the fact that we were able to break this flag over here, have a retest around this area, which was successful and looks like it's continuing to go higher. So what we want to see from here, right, will be lots of volume coming in. I want to see as well breaking this level over here, because if that happens, guys, it's going to give us enough momentum to keep going higher. And then once you're going to be able to break even here at 74, then we could be seeing a continuation with lots of people getting liquidated, and therefore is going to help us to push at least in a short term in between $75 to $78,000. So in a bullish case, let's say for the next maybe 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to see a potential continuation to the upside, then a bit of a retracer, maybe a retest down here again at 72,000, 73,000, and then another push maybe to $85,000. But of course, guys, very important, we need to break this level. We need to have enough volume to break this candle over here. And so many like I like to call them trolls, on YouTube and also on other social media, who are making fun of us traders. They're saying that, oh, but Andrea, you always give you always say that the Bitcoin could go high, but it could go low, so you're not giving a proper direction. Guys, if you think that you're gonna buy Bitcoin at this level over here, I'm not telling you to buy right now, I'm just telling you like the potential scenario. But if you were smart and you listened what I had to say, you would have bought at $58,000 to $60,000 like my VIP members. So the thing is, I'm trying to give you a bullish and bearish scenario for you to decide if you bought at 58, whether to sell or to keep your holdings. So I'm not saying right now here to give you a bias to say buy or sell based on this, because right now we are like in the middle, so it's very uncertain what Bitcoin could do. But of course, guys, there is also a bearish scenario, is that if we're not going to be able to break this area, we might form like a double top over here, or even have a rejection from here, guys, and then we're gonna go down and break again this level of support, then I can see Bitcoin to, of course, going down and retest this area at roughly $64,700. So we could be seeing maybe something like this, a retest from here, and then a continuation to the upside. But of course, bear in mind, if we're not gonna be able to hold this level over here of support, then there is a risk we might actually go down again around this area. And what the good Andrea with the FTA community, the VIP group, is going to do, of course, we're going to buy the dip. That's what is going to happen. But of course, if you want to know the specific levels, you're going to join our group. So that's what I can see right now for Bitcoin. If I give you my whole opinion, guys, and this is not financial advice, don't follow what I'm saying. I'm not a financial advisor, but to me, Bitcoin looks pretty good. I would say that in the worst case scenario, I could see maybe one more push down to roughly over here at 65,000, in between 65,000 and 64,000, and then we're gonna have enough strength to break this this channel over here, because theoretically this almost looks like, if I actually look it from here, what we could be see could be a potential formation, although it's a bull flag, but also a potential formation of a cup and also handle. That could be like another potential scenario from like a technical analysis point of view. So if it's gonna be happening, guys, to see like a nice cup and handle from here, then I'm gonna measure from here to here and bring it over here. It can bring me a target again of roughly $86,000 to $87,000, which is perfectly in line to what we're actually saying. So in the next months, this should definitely be decided. But in the worst case scenario, if things go in badly, then we could be seeing maybe one more drop and then continuation to the upside. But from a macro point of view, guys, we are very, very bullish. Now, let's have a look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum USDT, lots of people are asking me every day about Ethereum. So I was saying yesterday that we had that breakage, to the downside with this ascending channel, and now we're climbing back up again. We touched this point over here, and now we're getting rejected. I'm going to show you a little bit better on the 4-hour chart. So it's quite interesting that people saying that technical analysis doesn't work. It's not real. It's not it's only for gurus don't understand anything about crypto. Well, I want to show you this, guys. We had a break from here. We touched this line over here, and right now we're getting rejected. So if Ethereum, of course, is going to, let's say, is going to get rejected around this area over here, what I can see from it would be a sort of a ABCD pattern, right? So we go from here like A and then B and then see potentially going back around this block over here, which is roughly a $3,500 to $3,400. So I will be quite happy if I'm going to see Ethereum potentially going down around here, retest this area, and then boom, straight to all-time high. So that's something that I'm really taking into consideration. And this is going to be a very important scenario to open a long position. Again, I'm not saying I'm going to open a long position right now, but I'm saying that instead of opening over here, which would be silly, guys, would be crazy silly. Why? Because we are almost overbought, overextended, and if you're going long here, you might get lucky, but also you might get very unlucky. And if Ethereum starts to go down, you're going to be in real trouble. So looking at the charts, from here, another thing we could be seeing right now could be a formation of a head and shoulder as well, which usually is very bearish. If it's going to break the neckline, it's going to bring us back to roughly this area over here, this block over here. So something like this, up, down, and up this way. And in this scenario, guys, here with Bitcoin, with Ether is going to happen. We're going to go down to, let's say, 3,400, 500. Then I can see as well Bitcoin to go down again to $65,000 to $64,000. Is it going to be acceptable? Of course, that's not a big problem. But again, I'm not saying this is going to happen, because Ethereum could easily break again up here and then to go up this way. But from I would say like a trading point of view, to open a long position, to understand the highest level of probability for a bounce would be, of course, a retest around this area over here. So Ether looks great. Also going to give you on the weekly, just going to show you what's happening right now. I mean, it looks amazing. It looks like it's about to explode. That again, similar to Bitcoin. If we're going to be able to break this level over here, it's going to be happy days. We can also go on the monthly chart, so we can see more information. Beautiful bullish engulfing candle on the monthly, which signifies lots of strength. And what I can see from here with Ether will be 1, 2, and 3. So that could be something you could see. 5,400 as a target could be definitely on the cards, but even for, like, let's say, medium to short term, if Bitcoin decides to go to 100K and it leaves everybody behind, all the disbeliever behind, we could see ETH potentially going even as high as $7,000. So that could be something to take into consideration. And as you can see, Ethereum compared to all the other altcoins, I believe that Bitcoin is probably into a thrill phase, almost like optimism and thrill, getting into euphoria if we're going to go to 100,000, whereas Ethereum is still into the hope phase, waiting to go into the thrill, optimism, and then the euphoria phase. And trust me, all the other altcoins, apart from Solana, I think that still into the disbelief phase, still into this area over here. So lots of people asking me right now, where you think all the altcoins are, why there is no alt season, guys. I think that we are pretty much here with the altcoins. Like Ethereum, was around here, no movement, just flat, and then I can see once ETH and BTC are going to start to move and reach all-time high, I can see then altcoins, of course, to do something like this, and they're going to follow. BTC. What we need to see a proper alt season would be also Bitcoin. I'm going to go into my BTC dominance. Let's get it from here. So BTC dominance. Here we go. So you can see that we actually we're drawing this chart over here, and it looks like that this chart, guys, that's quite interesting, is about to break. So I'm gonna go from here. We are having right now a bearish engulfing candle of the Bitcoin dominance. I'm gonna make it a little bit better so you understand from here. So if the weekly candle of the Bitcoin dominance is going to close below here, guys, then what we could be seeing could be a drop of the dominance, right? So what we could be seeing, let's say, for example, we're going to start to break even from here. Okay, instead of from here, we're going to break from here, and then we're going to be see this, right? Basically what it says that people buying, the percentage of people buying Bitcoin compared to the other altcoins is roughly 54%. So if we're going to have a reduction in the holding of Bitcoin, what we could be seeing is, of course, all this money taken away from BTC, put them into altcoins, and therefore altcoins are going to pump like there is no tomorrow. But again, guys, I feel if Bitcoin is going to go to 100K, we might see one final push of this movement over here, and then of course, so something like this I can see maybe one here, then I'm going to go into one here as a channel. We're going to be seeing maybe one drop over here, another leg up, maybe up to 61% around this level over here, and then we're going to see a drop down to here. When this happens, guys, just really remember my words. This is when our season is going to start. So it's so exciting. Now let's have a look as well as the DXY dollar currency index to measure the strength of the US dollar. Guys, we are still into this compression phase, and we want to see the direction of the DXY. And this one, guys, is very important to decide the fate of Bitcoin and crypto. So if the DXY, guys, we are into this compressive state, and what we want to see, it will be a breakage of this part over here. So if you're gonna see a breakage of this diagonal level of support, then we could be seeing a potential downside to go down around this area, which is 102, or even lower, even as 101, or the 200 week moving average. If this is going to happen with the DXY go to 100, of course you're going to see Bitcoin and crypto to pump to an unimaginable level. But looking at the charts right now, we still got so much room for this DXY to go to the downside. Especially what we need to see for the DXY to go down will be something about the Donald Trump saying that he's going to put money into the stock market, or he's going to promote crypto, or we could be seeing, let's say, the Fed decides to cut interest rates. So all of these scenarios could really help us to have a lower DXY. Let's also go on the daily to see what's going on in the DXY. Well, it looks like, in my opinion, that is going into like a very important level of I would say support very, very soon. But also, guys, we had this level of support, which this one has to hold. If this one doesn't hold, guys, and then DXY is going to keep going down this way, then I can really see BTC, crypto, and the stock market to pump like crazy. But we can also see on the 4 hours going a little bit more. So you can see that we had this nice pump of the DXY, and it looks like that we had a recovery from here and now form what we call a bear flag. So it's almost like this bear flag from here, and then it broke down again. So we were completely overbought in this area. It looks like he wants to go even down again. So if I need to anticipate the movement, right, I would be thinking, looking at this, that we're going to see more down turn to potentially 104 to even 103.5, but that's what I could see from here. And if this happens, guys, the next week should be bullish for the crypto market. Now let's also have a look at the S&P 500 as well, which is very important to sometimes predict what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto. So the S&P 500 is into like a blow off top phase, and we had to be very careful with this, because whenever you see the markets going to like into a blow off top, sometimes can really tell us that we are at the end of this movement. I mean, to be honest, it looks absolutely incredible. I want to try to connect like a few points, to see what's going on from here. So we broke this level over here. We can even go and measure from here to here, and then from here to here as well. We can see that we're still going higher, guys. We're still going higher. There's so much room to grow still, and even the DXY on the monthly is printing what we call a bullish engulfing candle. So if it's going to close like this, we still got 4 or 5 days. That's going to be ultra bullish. And if I had to give you a target from here, what I usually like to do is to measure the with the Fibonacci, the lowest level of the bear market when we touch 3,486 in 2022 compared to the top of the bull market. So I'm going to go from here and then draw our levels of Fibonacci, and the first target is going to give me is 5,600, sorry, $5,633. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna have a blow off top, around this area, then a bit of a pullback, and then boom, one last blow off top to even 7,000. And it's quite remarkable because some people believe that we're gonna go to potentially 5,800, 6,000. I believe we can actually go lower for a ultimate blow off top, and after that, see you later, guys. That's I think what's gonna be happening. But again, that's too early to say all of that at the moment. I would like the S&P 500 to really go and have this mid-term blow off top, a bit of a correction down to 4,700, and then one final blow off top into the end of the market cycle, and that's going to be the end of the bull market. But right now it looks very, very cool. 5,600 looks very achievable, and if that happens, of course I can expect Bitcoin easily to touch 80 to 90k, if not even $100,000. Let's gonna go also on more like a lower time frame, just to understand where we are. I mean, to be completely honest, guys, the S&P 500 is showing lots of bearish, bearish technical indicators. I would say that good enough, we're not seeing any divergences at the moment. What I want to see right now from here, right, in order to be, I would say, to have like a red, like an alarm, like a red flag, I would like to see a potential. I'm going to show you from here a divergence on this indicator over here called the RSI. In general, what I can see when you're going to see the price of the S&P 500 going down is the RSI keep doing pretty much this. Once you're going to start to see something like this, then I could be thinking that we are pretty much at the end of this mid-term top. But at the moment, I can't see really so many divergences, right? So the price could keep going up like that and just maybe fluctuate, like that, and then touch 5,600, and then from here, boom, it's going to go to the downside. So that's what I can expect from here. Technical point of view, of course, looks crazy, crazy overbought, and I would even say we should be expecting in the next 2 months a correction, but I think we're going to be able to place one more blow off top to the upside. But I guess we can see only by observing the charts every single day and analyze these graphs. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it was helpful, give you more perspective of what can happen with this crypto market. I know it sounds complicated. I know that we always say to give you bearish scenario, bullish scenario. Guys, I'm not here to send you to I'm not the moon boy. I'm not here to send you to the moon. I'm here to provide you proper objective data so you can play with them, you can analyze, you can see what we're expecting, what is the most likely scenario, and then you can make your decision. I really hope you're gonna have a great rest of your weekend, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another video about this crazy cryptocurrency market.